Hey folks, Pegasus here. I've been asked to do a video by some of the other leaders here in the Dallas Pagan community about all the meanness that's been going on and being reported, police abuse towards African Americans and other races. And then a peaceful protest where an African American man takes down and kills 5 officers because they're white. I'm saddened. And I'm not saddened because of a black and white thing. I'm saddened because it's not just America that's going through this. It's not just Texas that's having this happen. It's all over the planet. This is a global affliction of people attacking people because of color or because of belief system. And I'm coming at you as a pagan minister of well over 20 years in the community. It doesn't matter what path I am, whether I'm shaman or witch or druid or anything else. What matters is I am a pagan minister. And I've been a member and am a member of quite a few pagan groups. For the most part, we are a very peaceful people. But I find it disheartening when I sit and I watch the news and I see anybody, whether they're officers, whether they're people doing racial cleansing, as it were. It's disappointing to me because as human beings, we should be better than that. And here's a good example. My daughter's 10. She has a neighborhood with African Americans, Hispanic Americans, Native Americans, Indian Americans, and every other form of nationality that you can imagine living in this neighborhood. And she plays with them all equally. And these kids run in and out of my house like it was a bus depot. And when they come in and out, we don't see them as racial profile children. When I see a black kid walking down the street in a hoodie, I don't automatically assume I need to lock my doors and bolt my windows. I wave and say, "How are you today?" So I don't see a black kid in a hoodie. And I don't see a Hispanic driving down the road in a Hummer playing boom boom music. I see a kid listening to the music that kids listen to in today's day and time. And I wave when he goes by. My daughter doesn't see color. And when she was watching the news the other night, yes, we let her watch the news because she needs to know what's going on in the community, the good and the bad and the ugly. And she looked at me and said, "Daddy, why are these people doing this?" I said, there's just twisted people anywhere you look, sweetheart. It's not black, it's not white, it's not Hispanic, it's not Indian, it's not Japanese. It's twisted human beings trying to take on an agenda because they want to be a hero or because they want to go down in infamy, as it were. It's sad, really. And I Googled, and there are millions of people out there doing these same types of videos. And I'm not jumping on the bandwagon to be anybody or anything special. But what I am doing is sending from the pagan elders of Dallas to the Dallas Police Department and every other police department out there who have lost officers because of race or because of some crazy crap. We back what you do. We are safe in our communities for the most part because the men and women in the uniform of police help protect our neighborhoods. They help to give my daughter the freedom to be able to have interracial friends. They back the laws and support the laws here in America that offer freedom of religion, freedom to move around as we may. And again, I say it's not just America. It's in the UK, it's in Japan, it's in India. It's anywhere you go on the globe. Human beings should have the freedom to move around no matter what color you are, without hindrance, without persecution, or without someone driving by with racial innuendos or throwing things at them simply because their skin is a different color, or they love maybe someone of the same sex. Yeah, there's millions of these preaching videos going on out there, I guess you could say. But I want to stand up as a minister in the pagan community and say point blank that I am sure I speak for most of the pagan leadership out there when I say we're not racist, we're not anti-law enforcement, we're not anti-cop. We try very hard not to be anti-anything except for anti-idiot. Can't blame a person there, right? The only cure for stupid is education and acceptance of that education. You can teach someone that is dumb, but you can't teach somebody that's stupid, not until they grow up and they're willing to learn that you peel the skin, there's no difference. We've all got hearts and brains, we've all got souls and spirits, and we've all got bodies and children and families. Discrimination is not born. It's trained, it's raised, it's programmed by society. Bigotry, you're not born with bigotry. You don't come out of the womb hating people that are different than yourself. All you got to do is stop. The most famous counseling word I ever used for people with anger management issues is stop. Think just for a moment that these officers have families just like you do. Yeah, if you're pointing a gun at an officer, or if you're going at an officer with intent to harm, they are strictly within their right to drop you like a hot potato. And I may not make any friends by saying that, but you know what? I've never been an officer, but I've been in that position where I had to pull a weapon on someone coming at me to harm me. I didn't feel good about what I had to do. I didn't revel in it, and I didn't go out and party afterwards. But I did what I had to do. The men and women in the military who fight for the freedom of the countries of which they fight for, not just America, but again, UK, India, Japan, the whole world. We all have militaries that fight for our freedom, for what we believe in. I ask for pagans around the world to light a candle for your law enforcement, to light a candle for those who protect you and whose jobs are to protect you at night. You got bad apples in every tree, but you cannot assume that every tree is nothing but bad apples. They call me Pegasus. My name's just Don. I am a husband, I'm a father, I am a son, I am a brother, and I am friend to many. So at the end of the day, I may be a pagan minister, but when I lay down at night, I lay down just like every other human being. I go to bed hoping for peace, just like most all other human beings do. So with that, light a candle for your officers. Stand up for your community, but do it peacefully. You don't have to do it at the end of a gun.